look, that's hypercritical. That's, you know,
that was definitely the battle of the Brill Cream, though, wasn't it? Van der Merwe against his boy.
Oh, wasn't it? Jeez. That was a proper sweep over. But it was...
don't punch him in the face, just ruffle his hair. That'll upset him.
Oh, I know, crikey. Yeah, it could be that. But, you know, what was disappointing, the boy Keenan, fullback, he pulled out before the game. So, you know, you'd have to say, is there question marks on his fitness? Was he right to be selected? Because he hasn't played. He hasn't played in the last, I'll probably say 5-6 weeks, 6 weeks possibly, whatever it is. Yep. So
I thought Daly played well again until he got broken.
Yeah, well, Elliot Daly, you know, I mean, but he comes on and he offers something because he looks lively, he looks sharp, and he's a fast, and you know, I have to applaud him last week against the Force. He was good. He looked really comfortable in the high ball. He was creative. He does some nice things, and you know, he's a very intelligent player. He's been around a long time, right? So. But that's a worry for me, Keenan. You know, I think your man and fullback is King Owen when he comes in. Yeah. I'm a big fan of him. Very big, great under the high ball, and he's got bags of pace. So maybe Elliot Daly, you'll see maybe covering the centre, or he may go on the wing because he's got that utility. So I think he's going to be in the 23.
Yeah. Okay. So standout players from the first two games?
First two games, well, I would have said the scrum half, Thomas Williams was the standout. But bless him, and you know, I hope he has a speedy recovery. And today, Jack Morgan, Atoje was good. The mullet down on the weekend. McCaffrey, he's a very good player. I like him. I do like him because he's got a bit of edge. I do like Tad Byrne, to be honest with you. I'm a big fan of Tad Byrne because he can play in the boiler house or he can go into the back row. So he's a very talented individual.
So what about the Tars? Is that a step up again on Saturday?
I'm not quite sure how they've been playing in the in the series, the Super 15s or Super Rugby or whatever it's called now. But you know, as it gets closer to the test, there's going to be a little bit of more edge creeping in because everybody's going to go, right, I want to try and cement my place. So you're going to have the boy who's just come in from France, the Scottish lad, White, is coming in, you know. And I thought he should have been initially on the tour. I'll be quite honest with you. He was, you know, I liked what he does. He's very fast around the breakdown. And I think, for me, Gibson Park, I would have said was the number one, but you know, Thomas Williams was pushing him. He's gone. But there's an opportunity for the lad. Watch this space, White, if he comes in and he controls it.
Okay. I was watching some of the stuff from the sort of training sessions and that this week. One thing that occurred to me, I don't know how that replicated in 2001, but you know, when you think of 97 Lions, there's lots of things you think about, but you do think about that Everest moment with Telfer. You do think about McGeek, and you'll see these boys in 20 years' time and all of that sort of stuff. Has that set a precedent that nobody is ever going to be able to follow? Because it feels to me like every session now they're going, you're a lion, this means the world, you know? And how much of that can you actually re-engineer so it's meaningful?
Yeah, that's a very good point, actually. And you look at it, and it's gone so commercialized. Everything they do is, we'll do something for the camera. You know what I mean? So then it becomes a little bit robotic and non-sincere, if you like. Yeah, you're doing it. You're a lion. You're one off, and you're going along. And we heard that the other day, and it's exactly the same as tomorrow. Exactly. So they need to keep. You know, in 2001, obviously, we didn't have as much sort of, you know, with all these cameras everywhere, literally everywhere you go. And, you know, you could put some other kit on to go walk down the shop. As you know, the commercial sort of legalities, all these nuances are there. So it's different. It's different, but you need meaning to it. Yes, you set the tone. I think sometimes they need to pull it out of the camera. You know, it's too prescribed, it's too scripted, and you're going, I don't know, and let's just shut this down. You can see the boys going whitewater rafting, whatever they do. We see them going into the gym, and we see them doing a couple of passes. Now shut the cameras down, boom. You know, we can have the other little bits of behind the scenes and sell more copies commercially after. But it's important that, it's not, oh yeah, here we go again. There's only you're one out of so many million that get this opportunity, and It becomes, oh yeah, here we are again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's a different mentality as well. I have to say, Paul, it's not as, I'm not going to be derogative to the guys, because you're in the environment you're in, but it's very much, I want to get my face on a camera, or you know what I mean. Whereas some people know, head down, arse up, and away to go. This is mine. This is my job. This is what I want to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just the way it is. Sign of the times.
Yeah. So before I let you go, a couple of last things. Wales go to Japan on Saturday.
Yes. Can I turn the heating down? Oh, jeez.
Is that going to be a 13th straight loss?
Look, I'm quite wary of it, actually, because I think was it the Maoris played Japan the other day, didn't they? I think it was, and it was a tough game, and I think did the Maoris win in the end? I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure what the result was, but for Wales, look, I'm so frustrated. I really, really hope they can turn something around, but it seems like it's excuse after excuse, and you're going, guys, we got to turn this now, and we got to turn this negative into a positive. And we even if it's a rubbish game, 9-3, just get the win, get the monkey off your back. But now it's all about, we need to move the time of the day for the kickoff. It's too hot, it's too humid. Well, we can't do nothing about the weather. And you've known for several months that the game is going to be that time. That's the time of the game, right? So for Wales, they really need a big performance. You got Tolope, Faletau, you got Wainwright, you got these boys, both all these guys, seasoned internationals. So they need to step up for me. They really got to show their mentality, their leadership skills, and they got to go, right, okay, there's a couple of younger boys there, that's fine. But they got to set the stall out. And not in front of cameras and all that for authenticity. They got to be really in there, and they need to grind out a win. They need it so badly. Well, the Welsh public need it so badly. It's dire straits, and there's only one way we can go. We can't get any lower. You know what I mean? If they don't win this one, where are they going to be? 13th in the world, or whatever it's going to be. So it's just ridiculous, and that it should never have got to this stage. It shouldn't have, and that's what's so sad about it.
No, 100%. And of course, England are going to beat Argentina. Before we go,
that's a big one on his mind. That's a big test over there, because it's a difficult place to go, right? And we've seen a little bit of what they did against the Lions. Like I alluded to, is about 7 players going to come in. So that's a big series, that one. That'd be really good to watch. And it'd be good to see what England have got coming through, to be quite honest with you.
They haven't picked any mugs, have they? It's you could make an argument for that 15 being the England first 15, but so as we alluded to earlier, you have a specially fitted shirt to show off your great assets, but of course there's a big Howden logo on there. Tell me why are you so supportive of Howden these days, I wonder?
Well, firstly, I'm quite patriotic, like, but no, it's I've just joined Howden as working with Howden Insurance, and we had a rugby event this morning, hence the top. I've come from it with corporate clients and Q&A and whatnot. So it was a matter of so it just aligned with everything I was looking. They're very actively involved in commercial sport, and it just aligns with where I want to go and what I want to do. And they're very forward thinking. They're a great group to be involved with, and they deal with all sorts of things, from corporate finance to insurance, business lines, personal lines, and they like sport. They're involved, as you know, with the Lions now, the female Lions tour, which goes in 2 years, I do believe. They're involved in Royal Ascot, and several other sporting events, and there's soon to be a couple more, which are a big events. So they're forward thinking, they're growing. It suits me. Hopefully I fit into their dynamic, and it goes well.
Good on you. I look forward to my stash in the post very soon. Maybe not that one, champ. I need one with slightly bigger arms.
Oh,
Right, for now, Dav, good to see you, mate. Let's not forget that your book is out in a couple of months as well, Offloading, and we're going to be doing more and more promotion around that. Enjoy the weekend. See how the Lions go against the Tars. I genuinely and sincerely hope Wales don't get beat by more than 20 points, and come on, England.
thank you very much.
Cheers, pal.
Cheers.